Right, fuck Stalin. Hey, Daddy.
Stalin Daddy? I'm sorry, what?
Don't worry about it. You had to be here.
Cool. Alright. So, where would y'all like to begin?
Can you... I listened to the second one today because I'm stupid and I thought we were doing the Risen Emperor, so can you sum up... you know, I'm dumb.
Sure.
I
It's
should have read
actually
it.
very short. I'll just read it real quick. It's very short. I'll just read it real. Give me a second to pull it up.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No worries.
No, you're not.
Okay.
How dare you?
Well, I can be nice to Park when I want to be.
You can be nice.
Okay, so, book was written by a Sumerian high priest of Vijana, who had apparently lost faith after being commanded by a goddess to attack a heretic settlement practicing a sort of divination that was disallowed by the gods. It was, however, here where the priest located their notes and began to study them. The notes contradicted everything that the priest had believed about the world, but strangely was inclined to believe it. The notes spoke of a font of power at the heart of everything. This power took many forms in nature and life, could be channeled into different elements using something called chosen blood. The next part gets a bit gruesome. The following chapters cover the experiments of the priest on finding someone who had chosen blood who could channel his power. According to the notes, he slaughtered upwards of 50 people a day for around a year before finally coming upon a man in what would be modern-day Mesopotamia whose blood activated the power the priest sought. The priest then made plans to harvest this man and his line, but was stopped by bright glowing figures who killed him for his treachery. He was apparently holed up in his study as the beings traveled through walls to get to him, and he wrote this final testament. And then the follow-up. Obviously, the details of this account are near impossible to verify, though the supernatural elements presented shed great doubt on the possibility. Shame, I thought this book may have been a rare find of ancient history, but is instead just another folk tale by a mad psychopath. I will leave the majority of the follow-up up to you, since I have better things to be doing, but I will also mention that we have already received a call for information on this book. Someone called Vespucci Van Vergio is looking to buy, and wishes to have the book if it is of no value to us.
Ah, yes, the venison merchant. Merchant of Venice.
The coffin.
Yes!
Coffin.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
the V guy, as Ernie dubbed him when he read that statement. He's like, I'm just gonna call him Triple V. I'm not typing that out every time.
I love
But
it.
we also know that the professor that is
VVV.
teaching Ashana's younger brother's class is also using the similar book.
Say that again,
That-
I'm sorry?
The guy
What?
teaching Ogis's class is using a similar bullshit as on the subject of connecting forces.
Yes, it does not have a Vespucci Van Vergio tag on it or anything, but it does look very similar in make. And it looks like it might have been written by the same person, whoever wrote it years ago.
Okay. Do we split up? Like, some of us go talk to this professor, and some of us go talk to VVV?
I don't think that's a good idea, splitting us up.
I mean, no. The last time we split up, two of us ended up in jail.
Sorry, what?
It's complicated. Don't worry about it.
It wasn't really that complicated. Lucian and Francesca were just fucking stupid while we were in the Americas.
Well, you guys were in the Americas?
Yeah, for the last mission, while you two were finding the coffins.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, splitting up is not a good idea.
Okay, so do we want to go talk to this professor first and
You
maybe
mean it's
set up
easy to get back there?
to the Americas?
It's on a plane,
Huh.
Curtis. You don't like planes.
Oh.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I mean, we
I
could
say-
take both.
I would say we talk to the professor first, as he's, closer than this merchant man.
Well, should we call the merchant back and set up a meeting?
Well, we can do that after more information on the other book.
Hmm.
I mean, should we talk to my younger brother and see what he's got to say?
I mean, what really does he have to say?
I mean, he's the one who's been handling whatever that crazy professor's been doing.
Sure, we can talk to him
If
and
you
see
want.
what the
I don't care. I'm just trying to determine. I mean, we should also, as we've learned time and time again, let's make sure to do the research before we go off to the thing that could kill us.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the millionth time. And each time it gets worse and worse and worse.
That'll be fine.
Yeah.
So we've got a professor who's trying to do blood magic with a book that's about blood magic.
Oh my gosh,
Can we
you're
do
being-
research on any instances of chosen blood throughout history?
Sure. Yeah. Are you using the Institute Library for this?
Yeah, that seems like a good place to go.
Yeah. Also, apparently
Open
my
library.
library is much better than what I thought.
Apparently, what?
Your library?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Apparently, I have a
What?
50.
Oh damn.
You got- oh,
as in
goddamn,
your
go.
check. I thought you had a library. I was like, what the fuck, Harvey?
I thought you were referring to your local library, and I was like,
no,
no.
no. God,
Yes.
Miami having good libraries?
Miami having good
Stevens
libraries.
private. I thought either Stevens or Javi's private library.
Both. Why not both? Right?
Can two people
it's a-
roll library?
Sorry, I rolled that at extreme. It should be at regular. That should pass.
So the 26 passes then.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, looking through books, you find multiple instances of this idea of sort of power coming from the blood of a chosen. One of the ones that you immediately or easily find, rather, the one that Genevieve was reading the other day about Norse deities, where in order for Thor to first wield his hammer, it had to have a part of him in it. It had to be bound with the hammer that was done through his blood. A connection, which allowed him to then summon lightning and do all of his feats.
Of course, relay that to the group and just like, I don't know how. What's the word? Relevant this is, but it's something.
Also, Avery, if you're there, Avery would know about Chosen Blood as well. But whether he chooses to relay that is up to him. I don't know if he's just on mute because he's not here or what.
Because my mic is shit, I'm coming up. I'm here.
You guys are the same place. Okay.
Yeah, they're in the same place. You didn't know that?
No.
They're being gross together.
They're being fucking disgusting together. Sinful, sinful
The
lives.
thing about chosen blood is that you can gain chosen blood by blood transfusions. Those in the cult that Nadia and Alexander, they have chosen blood, and apparently they are members by transfusing this blood, according to Duncan, at least.
Fucking Duncan. Well,
Pretty
is
sure
the
that's most that I know.
is
Viper?
this statement talking about the same chosen blood, or are there different types of chosen blood? Because in
It's
theory,
very
I've
weird.
had like people talk to me about a specific bloodline that I don't like thinking about. So
It'd be very odd for two people to be referring to the term chosen blood around the same time in different circumstances. It's a bit too coincidental. You know?
is there anything
say-
else in this? Continue.
No, I was just gonna say I think we should go talk to old Haas real quick. get his vibe on the professor, and then speak to the professor.
Okay.
So you're going to the professor?
We're gonna talk to Ishana's brother first and then the professor?
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
my thing cut out.
No,
Alright,
it's okay.
Good.
so,
I'll call
you're...
him and tell him to come to the Institute.
Okay. Yeah, we're not going to go into this. It's 40's logic. He would be by a payphone at some point in time, and he's the type of person who would answer it.
Fuck it.
You know, he's the type of person who just answers random payphones. So yeah, you walk in. This is the first time he's actually been here, so he's just looking around. Hey.
Hello.
Gosh, you look terrible. More so than usual.
Just shut it, or I won't clean your clothing anymore. How about that? You little brat.
The threats.
Well, maybe if you learned how to actually take care of yourself.
Well, that's... I mean, you do such a great job at it. I wouldn't want to step on
No.
your toes there, so...
Shut it. Shut it. I don't even want to hear it out of you.
Fair enough, alright,
Yeah.
you don't need me. Goodbye, all.
No,
Stay
come
on.
back here. You're here on professional manners. Come.
Oh, yes. Very professional. What can I help you all with?
We wanted to talk to you about this professor. What was?
Now
we're
recording.
It's not Luna,
Hey.
it's freaking Craig. Thank you for getting Luna running, by the way.
All good.
But yeah. Ashana, what was the name of that creepy professor?
I don't know. What's the name
I'm
of your
Dr.
creepy
Lugosi, you're talking.
Yes.
Dr. Lugosi, yeah, I talked to Jen about it.
Yeah, I want to. There's well, the thing he's looking into, the blood magic, whatever it is.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, magic per se. It's more so alchemy, but
Is there a difference? Doesn't feel like there's much.
There's something fucking weird about it, and I kind of honestly want you to drop out of this class, but you don't really listen. Anyway, tell us.
it's a required course, unfortunately.
Yeah, tell us about-
I honestly do
oh.
wish. There's a bunch of weird things in the book that he's been doing. Jen came to one of the classes and she saw it. But what she was saying was that in this book, it was apparently at some point not a medical manual as he was claiming it to be, but it was some sort of torture manual that he has been lowering the doses of the chemicals and things that he's putting in, supposedly to heal people. However, the last person who just went in, he had some sort of tumor or something that he wanted healing, and he signed... He can't do anything because he signed an agreement saying he would not press charges since it's experimental medical practice, but Dr. Lugosi gave him something that effectively, if it still follows, if the book is to be believed, would burn out his insides. It's stuff like that. I can't read the rest of it. The stuff he has translated in English isn't the same as the original language. A lot of it's in Latin.
Burned out his insides.
That seems.
Heard back from him. I don't know if it actually did.
You're not going to let him take any of your blood, right? Don't let him take your blood.
Don't let him take your
Don't
blood.
think I will, no. Why? What's wrong with my blood? Do something to my blood?
No,
Okay. Do something to your blood?
no.
Okay, why are we talking about blood then?
I'm just saying don't let him take any of your blood or any of your bodily fluids whatsoever.
No, I don't think I will. No, not my type.
Of course, we know what your type is.
What is that?
We're not getting into this here. Anyway, Stephen, keep asking questions.
I'm just trying to think of more things about this professor.
Well, I mean,
He.
me and
What were you
Jen
gonna
do have a plan to... Sorry, me and Jen do have a plan to get the book from him soon. We're working on that.
Do you-
We haven't confronted him directly. We're trying to do it covertly.
Okay, that makes
Just
sense.
gonna get you killed too.
Do you? What's the word? I'm trying to think. If you need help whenever that plan commences, let us know. We can do stuff. You two are, with all due respect,
Children.
So I don't like. I do think you probably could do it, but it'd be easier if you have more help.
So you what?
You shouldn't.
I'll call you for help, but you have to give me one of your guns.
No, you're
No.
not getting a single gun. You know what?
Then
You know,
I'm
I can give you,
I will
no,
handle
no.
my business on my own.
I give you a knife. Do you want a knife?
No.
No, I don't want a knife.
It's a
Well,
pretty
every,
gun.
every
Nice.
growing boy should have knife.
And, I
Here,
feel like
Curtis.
Give me
Curtis.
my younger
Curtis.
brother a
Even
knife.
goes
Pulls out of his
over to
pocket.
Curtis.
He pulls out a pocket knife.
I go to Curtis. I'm like, no, give him the good
Thank
one.
you.
Give him the good big one. Give him the good
But
big.
no. Curtis need that. Curtis need that one for gutting deer. This one, Curtis have many pocket knife. Curtis made this one recently, so Curtis have no emotional attachment to it. Fine if Ojas wants it.
Thank you,
Giving my younger
Curtis.
brother
But
a
Curtis,
Well, every growing
Curtis,
boy
you're
should
an
have one.
American. You have guns, right? Guns aren't bad. You
Okay,
have
listen,
guns, me,
For
right?
fuck's sake.
If you need help, I can promise I can go and show you how to shoot.
We're not showing my younger brother how to shoot.
It's a very good
Right.
practical life skill.
He's going to be a doctor. What gun does he need?
Oh, and doctor,
Protection.
doctor
Give me a
needs to know
gun,
knives for
doctor.
surgery. And Curtis puts the knife in his hand.
If I'm about to be killed while doing surgery, I can like pull out a gun. Just like it's. I
No.
have this in my
Knife
head.
for
It's so
performing
cool.
surgery. Knife for performing surgery. What are you talking about?
No. But when surgery gets in
I'm saying,
danger,
like,
you
I'm
use the gun.
performing surgery.
I'm on Ohas's side.
Oh my
Thank
god.
you. Give me a gun.
If you want to know about performing
No.
surgery in dangerous circumstances, talk to Silence. You don't need a gun, you dumb shit.
Well,
Side
technically,
note.
wouldn't you have wouldn't you know knives? Throw knife.
No
This
knives.
is
Knives
a very
go far.
diverging conversation than what we were coming here for. Just wanted to
This
say.
is really want.
This
I
is a
feel
very-
unsafe, and I feel like if I had a gun, I'd feel safe. Personally speaking,
If you get caught with the gun, you will get in a lot of trouble.
I'm not gonna get caught with a gun then.
And Dad can't get
That
you out of
isn't-
jail this time. It's not going to happen, and you know it.
How many guns in your shop? Probably.
I have one, and it's under lock and key.
I would love to keep having this discussion. I do have a class to get to, so is there anything else you needed from me?
No. I have nothing else for you. Don't stab anyone with a pocket knife. And again,
Good
when
for
you- when this-
utility.
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 If when this plan commences, tell us in case you need some kind of backup in case something goes awry.
Will do. Thanks.
No bodily
And-
fluids.
Sure. And as
Stop
he walks away, Curtis specifically sees in the top right corner of the screen the little thing that says giving him a knife will have consequences down the road. Get the
Good
little
consequences,
flyer.
I'm sure. Good consequences, I'm
You
sure.
know?
Ohas will remember this.
Yeah,
I still remember this.
Like Ohas
As he
needs
walks
needs
away.
an unstable uncle, and Curtis is
Oh,
ready to
okay.
deliver.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh my
great.
God.
He's already got an unstable aunt, guys.
I'm gonna
So
say
it's just
right
me
now.
RPing
Yeah, but he needs someone-
Marta
he needs
in
someone
every
to manly
campaign which
bond
tries to get a
with.
gun.
I don't
That's
know
why
what
I'm
you're
like, how do I
talking
play
about.
this? I'm like, I'll just play Marta that wants a gun. That sounds like a good brother.
I'm just saying.
So, now your brother ready to go out into big scary world with utility
Yeah.
knife. Feel great about
That
this.
boy has lived in absolute comfort his whole fucking life. He's never going to have a problem that will require him to use a knife.
That seems like you're not thinking about the bigger scope. You never know when you're gonna need a knife.
Oh my god, he's...
Do you plan? What you think he's gonna live shelter and homo life? He gonna leave? He's going to be a doctor.
He's going to be a fancy doctor in a fancy hospital in London.
You
The
know what they
fuck
have?
is
He
in
could
Yes,
also
Kansas?
be
too.
doctor out on. He could also be doctor out on field, traveling doctor, military doctor. You don't know where doctor could go. Doctor can go many places. There's doctors who technically don't even do medicine, but they need knives. I still don't understand how those doctors work.
Curtis, you've been reading a lot, haven't you? Your English is getting quite good. You're
Thank
very
you.
articulate.
Thank you. Doing best.
You're doing great. You're doing
All right.
great.
It seems like Jen has dragged my little brother in handling the professor's side of this
Yeah.
investigation.
So maybe we wait for them to see about what they're doing. On the other hand, we can talk to this merchant man, see what he knows. Let's not sell him on the fact that, oh, we're done with the book, we'll come by and talk to him. I say we just talk to him, convey that we want to talk to him about the book, but that we're not going to sell it just yet. We want to.
I mean, I want to give him
We're
a
just
piece
also
of my
not giving
mind.
him knife.
Also,
We're not-
just
Knife
Shana,
just for
didn't we speak
Ojas.
with that- Didn't we speak with
Yes.
that bookshop owner about getting a connection with this merchant?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that little pathetic piece of shit.
Shana?
Keep
He
Is
was
there
going
anyone
to
you-
give the ring away as a gift. It's worth so much money. Okay, I'm fine. I'm
Shall-
Are
sorry.
you fine? Do you need a moment?
I'm sorry. Okay, we're good.
Okay, good. Let's go talk to that bookshop owner, because there's a lot about this book that seems odd, and tracing back who had it before him might be a good idea too.
Oh, and
Do you know
Curtis
anything
can get
about
the
that?
book.
Also, you got new book code.
Yeah.
Before we go, can I appraise the book to see how much it's worth?
Sure, roll of praise.
Oh
God
boy.
damn it, Shauna.
I'm not
Curtis
going to
just-
sell the book.
Curtis just likes going to this bookshop. Not for information. He just wants to get new books.
That's
the
an
books.
extreme success. Tell me the
So-
history and price of this book.
If this truly is a Sumerian text, it would have had to at some point obviously been taken from clay tablet to then paper. Then you don't know how many iterations it's gone through. However, it still does look very old. Talking high end, like maybe a couple thousand.
Couple thousand, not bad.
Goddamn place.
Yes. But I heard you were talking.
You happen to know this connection? Any information? A name? An area they asked you to meet up in?
I would talk to Elliot about that. He sold it to Genevieve, and then he gave it to me.
Okay, then we'll go speak to him and see what the situation is.
Wait, before we go off, is Duncan in the office?
I believe you might be able to catch him upstairs. And then you hear
Okay.
it moving upstairs as soon as you
I
say
run.
that.
I run.
Roll me dexterity!
I run.
Roll dexterity.
How fast are you going to be, Shauna?
Yeah, how fast are you gonna be?
Get a sprint.
That's
Hey.
30 versus 65. Hard success.
Alright, give me a sec.
Look, at this point, we should just accustom ourselves with this little encounter every time. All right? Am I wrong, Esmeralda? Am I wrong?
No.
Similarly to what you've been dealing with. Mostly, I do, but as far as the Mesopotamian, that seems to match up with the chosen bloodline that I had investigated in the past. Though I Mesopotamia is where most of it originated from. Anyone who has blood lineage back to that area before the spreading, of course, of different tribes and things like that, generally has some amount of chosen blood in them. In order to do the things that are mentioned in this book of power, and of course Miss Alexandra, require 50% or more of the blood to be chosen blood, though. In layman's term, it is mostly people of Middle Eastern descent have this chosen blood.
Wait, did Jesus have chosen blood? Is this what you're telling me right now?
Give me 1 second, please. I don't know.
All I'm hearing here is
I
that
don't
Jesus
think so.
Christ had chosen blood.
I-
I mean,
Man-
he said people.
The man Jesus of Nazareth was of Middle Eastern descent, so yes, it is quite possible that indeed he did have chosen blood. However, I believe that his power did not come from the elements in blood.
Wild.
We're all deep enough in this at this point that I'm going to give up holding curtains in front and trying to save all of you. If you want to know, then by all means, I will lay it all out to you now. There are elements that can be awoken by blood. Alexandra is one of fire.
One of fire?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I
Do
stepped
you
away.
believe- Yes. Duncan basically
Probably
said
we've learned Jesus was magical.
I did not say that.
So Jesus was a divine soul sorcerer? Okay.
No.
Not wrong, though.
So yes, but there are elements that can be controlled and awakened through the use of this blood. Miss Alexandra is one of them, with fire. There's poison, ice, and several others. Most of which I have
Okay.
not encountered, though. As much of the knowledge on how to awaken these things is lost. There's a different procedure for each element to be awakened in the person.
And one of them is getting burned to a crisp, points to Lucian.
That
So
one I'm a
Lucian
bit
has some of
more
this
familiar with.
special blood?
Lucian does not, which is why he is not in danger. He is marked, which means can continue through. Get a transfusion, I would highly recommend against it. He can awaken it if he wishes. He's merely marked
Okay.
now. So Alexandra is an example of activated.
Who else do we know that's activated?
He would point to Ishana. Now, her abilities are rather different.
Looks at
She does
Ashana.
not require chosen blood. There are theories, Tower of Babel, and all of that on how her powers were granted, but travels singularly through a hereditary line requiring 100% purity use. It does grant psychic capabilities.
You're psychic.
But
Oh, you don't like
Hey,
people
good for you.
talking about your secrets?
I never talked about your secrets in front of everybody.
But I thought you wanted to know everything now.
That man turned into a shadow. I point to Merryweather.
Okay.
It's dark outside. I did nothing of the sort.
He turned into a straight shadow. He called me over the phone and was
You
like,
simply
"Oh,
could
you
not see me
fool."
because I was in the bushes.
Shut the
It had
fuck up.
nothing to do.
I'm not the only weird one here. So's Esmeralda. So's this motherfucker. We're all
Thank
weird.
you. Thank you, Park.
Yep.
Curtis is
No.
just here.
No,
Thank
Curtis,
you,
you
Curtis.
transported from America. You teleported from America. Everybody in this room is fucking weird.
So,
Thank
Shauna,
you for
I
pointing out the
think-
obvious.
Yes, I do believe that you are going a bit insane, which is what I was fearing in the first place, and it will only get worse.
I am fine.
You are nowhere near fine.
I am fine.
Just accused Curtis of teleporting from America.
How the hell was he walking through the forest and then just ended up in America? Tell me.
I don't know.
I
Well-
mean, in the UK.
Ashana, I think you need to calm down.
Okay, I'm going to step out of this office. You guys talk to him.
What is happening? So much has just been.
I believe she's going through what the people call hysteria.
Yes. It's rather unfortunate.
It is.
I can hear you.
What?
Wow, it's like I can hear her now.
I've gone.
America.
Either way, whatever happens, we have one thing to go for before we get on to others. So, this blood thing, is there a way to like reverse it or subdue it or any kind of way to deal with it?
That I truly do not know. As I mentioned, I deal with more of the divine and infernal aspects of nature. I did help Dr. Bjorn with Alexandra. But not my area of expertise. You'd be better talking to him about it, though he will deny it, of course. But if you can get him to
course.
speak, he would have information. I understand you run with the
I'm
Veridin now.
He offered me an opportunity, and I think it'll be fruitful for both myself and possibly.
If you require my services, I'm a phone call away.
Do you have any advice to deal with Veridin? Anything I should be worried about?
Not that I can think of. I had worked with him for a time.
Yes, I'm aware.
He's... You can get him to embrace some of the newer aspects of technology in his hunt for the unnatural. That would be most helpful. Still uses
to
a
know.
crossbow from time to time.
A more elegant weapon.
For civilized age, I suppose. Now, is there anything else?
Nothing from my end. Esmeralda?
I'll just find it out myself.
Sorry, what was that?
He broke up, he went robot-y.
You went robotic for the majority of that.
All good.
So robot-y.
Just
Can't
one
hear
more
a
time.
word you're saying.
One more time. Give her a second, she'll be back.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
all the questions I ever ask don't get answered. I'm done asking. I'll just find them out myself.
Well, I'm in a telling mood today. If you have any questions, ask them now.
You know all my questions, Merryweather.
You don't happen to know about a shack, just like a disheveled shack not far off the premises in the woods, would you?
No, I know that woods was used by the druids at some point. That's actually where I found Curtis, but
Yeah.
don't know anything about the coffins there or anything.
Did Inspector Barrington tell you about the coffins? Because I didn't. Or was it Cam?
Yes, he came to me and offered me once again back into a position. Said he had you now and some other person.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
my area of interest or expertise for that matter. I'm a researcher, not a monster.
Understood. Understandable.
I said talk to Dr. Bjorn. He will have better information on the elements.
Maybe that's a good idea.
Closer to science than it is what you would all call magic, anyway.
Well, magic is just science that we don't understand yet.
Say that, but you'll find out soon enough in your new opportunity with Inspector Verdon that some things, just even if you know about them, cannot be explained scientifically or otherwise. Some things just truly are supernatural.
Oh, any ideas how Curtis got here? Any leads on that?
Yes, actually. Haven't talked to you in quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you speak French by any chance? Or German?
No.
He's gonna start speaking in French and then German to you. Roll me. This is going to be. I would say roll me intelligence.
Okay. Regular?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well that's a failure.
Oof.
Yeah, you don't understand what he's saying.
Okay.
Pity. Alright. Exhaust that.
Is he
Any
speaking French, you said?
Yes, he was. If anyone here speaks French, he was saying a name and number.
Interesting.
I do speak French.
Curtis is like, oh, knows Polish? Little Polish.
Yes, but that's not the lead I was looking into. There were reports of a wandering soldier across German and French lines back when I was serving the British SAS. Someone who was a woods hunter. But clearly not you. If neither of those were your native languages, then it's most likely not you.
Mm-mm.
I'll keep searching for you.
Thank you.
Cool.
Alright, I think we should go talk to Dr. Bjorn now then. Unless anyone else has anything they want to say.
I poke my head back in. Do you know about the Merchant of Venice?
Oh, yeah, that one. Hello, Shauna. Do you want to come back in the room now?
I'm calm now.
You good?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just preparing everyone right now. He will answer that question. But because of this, you all are going to have to make sanity checks, and you're going to be taking sanity damage after this conversation.
Never
okay.
mind. Goodbye.
Tell me about it.
I walk out the
Tell
room.
us.
Curtis is
No,
gonna,
no,
he's gonna,
I walk out the room.
yeah,
It's already happening. I was just.
Alright,
letting
bud.
you know.
Alright, bud. You didn't know.
yeah, let's
You
do it.
could have said something, Merryweather, instead of going into conversation right away. You
He
could have been like,
really can't win, can he? He really
No, he can't.
cannot
He can't.
win.
You can't.
You can't just... Fine. But yeah, do you want us to roll sanity now or after?
Mother.
Do it after. Do it after. Would say, yes, Vespucci Van de Vergio. Yes. I met him from time to time. He used to have sort of meetings between some of us who were researching into these events before it all became much more secretive and difficult to meet during the war. A man named Alabaster Aaron, an architect. Luigi van de Virgio, collector of rare antiquities. Myself, of course. And Dr. Bjorn, skeptic, but nevertheless interested. Paradin would try to crash, but wasn't really. He didn't really fit in with us. What I do know is he just mostly works with archaeologists and other experts who are looking at different historical sites and purchases elements from them before they can reach museums in a somewhat quasi-legal sense.
Mhm.
Curtis
Haven't
learned
talked
maybe
to him.
small things about artifacts since been here, but doesn't that mess with provenance?
That's a
I'm
big
really
word
sure
for
what
Curtis.
that is.
That's a very big
But-
word, Curtis.
That's a good.
Curtis.
Impressive bud.
I'm gonna buy you a new knife.
Thank you. Oh, have you seen those Swiss Army ones? Lots
I
of
will
features.
get-
Come with spoon.
It does come with and a fork and knife.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Anyway,
suppose
that
it is.
like history of artifact, right?
Mhm. Yes.
Do they
you
record
are-
history when he buys it, or does that mean it doesn't exist?
That would be a question for him. Not quite sure.
So
the
you,
whole process.
so we should speak to him.
Yes, he can be a dangerous individual. But
How's that?
very reclusive. I'm surprised. Did he want this book? That's why you're able to meet him.
Yes. Yeah, that is why he wants the book.
He's very cautious. He's dangerous. He does have a network of people working for him. Be careful. Don't do anything stupid and you should be fine.
Looks at Ashana.
I'm not going to do anything stupid. He's technically one of my colleagues.
Looks to Lucian.
Didn't hear you at all, buddy.
Stares.
You are so quietly. Just looks straight into Lucian. No jail, no flamethrowers.
I only do stupid things when necessary.
Some might say they're never necessary, but whatever. Okay.
Says you, Steven.
I have yet to be arrested, and I have yet to get burned away. This, and looks at the eye patch, that was just collateral.
So did we actually lose sanity from talking about that? That seemed tame.
You are going to lose sanity, so Marta, you already rolled yours, so that's fine. Everyone else, please roll me sanity.
Station.
I hope Ashawn is the only one to lose sanity.
Oh,
no.
Curtis!
Curtis, no!
One. On a sanity?
God.
I'm so mad.
Okay, you each lose 5 sanity.
Oh my god. That's a
How
lot.
much is left?
That's a lot for a conversation that literally felt like nothing.
It's a loss. Hey, this V man, you know how he is.
I swear,
Explain the
Parker's
nature
just
of
doing this
explain
to
the
be
nature
mean
of
to me.
how. No.
No, I don't.
Oh.
Fuck up.
Marta, you're so mean. Alright,
Merryweather would leave. What do you all do now?
we need to talk to Bjorn about it some more, or we can talk to this Vespucci guy.
Well, we
should
also
try
wanted to talk to Elliot.
Ah, we did want to talk to Elliot. That's also valid. I think talking to Elliot might be talking. Dr. Bjorn looks like I feel like something we can talk about later. Doesn't seem very pressing. It has to do with the book. So let's talk to Elliot. Figure out what he knows about how this book evidently ended up here.
Right.
I think
So-
I'm gonna flavor that Curtis's sanity was actually over the soldier and not the conversation.
Yeah, that's fair. It could be for anything.
Yeah.
Sanity.
So, you make your way down to the wandering page, and you see Elliot's there. Oh, hello, guys. Welcome back. How you all doing?
Hi, hello, Elliot.
Hello.
So, looking for books?
No.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
no.
okay, Curtis.
Kind of.
We can do both. We can do both. I've got a couple new books in over there. If you want to look. Your reading level has really risen, so I am getting new books because you've been using a lot of big words recently. Bigger books now. We're moving
Oh,
on.
Curtis learned new word today. You wanna know what word is?
What?
Oh, it's provenance. We're really impressed by
Ooh,
that
my.
one.
I do not
Very-
remember that
very much.
being in a Dr. Seuss or Curious George book. Great job, Curtis.
Thank you. Not sure exactly what it is, but sounds nice. And he's just gonna go over to the like middle grade to like middle
You're in the
like
late. Yeah, you're in the late elementary school books. At
yeah,
this
like middle
point.
grade. He's in middle grade now.
Yep.
Oh, man.
So
Fuck.
for the rest of you, what can I do for you?
We wanted to talk to you about the book you sold Genevieve Prescott.
Yes, yeah. What about it? She like it? It's a good read.
Very interesting book. Did you get a chance to read through it?
I did. Yes.
Nothing odd stood out to you.
Oh no, I mean it's old. It's graphic. It's really graphic, but I still like it. It's interesting. It's a good read. I mean, I don't think any of this is real, so it's just interesting when you find a bit
You
of like
understand it?
history like that. Yes.
You were able to read it without having to translate it, or because I know Genevieve spent quite some time translating it.
Yeah, no, I know many languages. This is my passion, so yeah, it helps. I use a dictionary a lot of the time, like side by side with a book to help me get through it, but I was able to.
Okay. Do you remember how you came into possession of the book, and about when you did work?
It was through one of my contacts. Wasn't the merchant, I'll tell you that much. No, it wasn't him. It was, I think I might have just honestly gotten it some sort of sale. A yard sale or something. It was really insignificant. I was just going through looking at books and I pulled a bunch out that just looked interesting and I saw that one. Got it for $1.
Where
Do
did you buy it
remember
from? Yeah.
I don't. It was a while back, I'm sorry.
Can I roll psychology to see if he's holding anything back? Alright, come on. 20 psychology. Come on.
You do not know.
That. Alright. When you bought this book, there was no anybody interesting around that was also looking for it, or the person you bought it from? Any
Wow.
interesting things about them?
The person I bought it from, I didn't actually see them. When I bought the book, it was just, it had like a paper written on it with the amount, and then they just had like a jar sort of thing out front, so I just left the money in there, and then I left. It was busy
you
with a lot
bought
of people.
You don't remember where you bought it?
I don't, I'm sorry. I went to a bunch of sales that day. I was sort of, it's a new shop if you can't tell. I was trying to find some books to get started before I actually opened.
Was there anything else you bought from that same yard sale? Was there anything else you bought from that same yard sale, or was it just the book?
The book was the interesting bit. I also bought a rocking chair, I bought a t-shirt, and I bought also this like really, really old cricket bat. It looked cool, so I wanted it.
I see that cricket bat.
Oh, it's at my flat. Why? Are you doing an investigation on cricket bat?
No, just the book has some interesting things we want to understand where it came from, and I don't know, just a cricket bat tends to be something that people hold on to, something a little sentimental. So maybe had something on it that could point to who owned it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm about to close shop in an hour or so. You can go and get it if you want.
Do you have
I
other
would.
things too, including rocking chair?
Yeah.
No, I resold the rocking chair. I do have the T-shirt. Didn't have anything on it.
Yeah, I would like to check that cricket bat out whenever you get a chance.
Okay. How about so you don't have to like wait for me and all that. I could just give you a call and tell you if there's
Yeah.
any name or anything written on it.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
What happened in the conversation with the trader from the other day? Those books that
Oh,
he
the
wanted to
merchant.
buy.
Yeah. Had to turn him down. Unfortunately, he was a bit mad at me, but. No, supposedly he had a deal going wrong recently, lost a bit of money, he was trying to buy them for less than they were worth.
Hmm.
But after that, he was a bit angry, but he was respectful. Then he'd be back to get them. So, he gets more money, I'll assume he'll be back.
Are there any other books that you've finished that we could finally buy from you? Are you...
Sure, yeah. You can choose one more. And
Okay.
the list again to see which one's the main.
I remembered I bought the journal, and then the two, like, religious texts.
You bought the druid one that looked like a kid's book. Okay.
The leather-bound
So-
book in Italian.
So what remains are a graphic novel on surviving in Antarctica, a reprinting of the Codex Gigas.
I think I bought that.
You did buy the Codex, you just didn't look at it.
No, well, I haven't. I refuse to open. I give them to the institute, and I was like, "Let Jen read these. I don't want to go more insane."
I will make a note of that, thank you, because yes, there will be a statement on the Codex Gigas. Alright. So then it's just a leather-bound book in Italian with a cross on the cover. And
Well, I
a
bought
graphic
that
novel.
too.
Didn't
He
you
let me
buy?
We bought the Druidic Rituals. On my own, I bought
Yes.
the Italian book, the Codex, and the torn apart old journal. And so we didn't buy the architectural plans for several churches by Alabaster Aaron, the medical manual on how to survive and make poisons and chemicals, the golden ring that's worth lots of money, but the fucker doesn't want to use it, plus the letter that's sealed, and the graphic novel on surviving in Antarctica.
Okay. Well, you get to choose one more.
Should we go for the churches?
3 churches.
I want that ring. I want to know why I want that one.
Well, he won't give us the ring because he wants to give it away to somebody as a special little gift.
I'm trying to figure out what middle grade books is he pulling out.
We'll take the architectural plans.
He would pull up. These are actually very expensive. This will. This will put you back for a bit. Saying if Ashana is paying for this out of pocket. Like the equivalent today, this is around $1,000.
Can I bill this back to the institute?
I'm not supposed to do that anymore because Genevieve did that with several books that she bought from here, and Mr. Kane got very angry about it. So
Okay,
I'm
but
not gonna have to
these architectural plans are quite literally related to something that we're
bill. No,
investigating.
and so
then.
was the book on the nature of connecting forces, but I still got in trouble with that, and Kane threatened to call the police on me. because he said I had no right because I didn't actually have the paperwork to do it.
Kane is a little bit.
I can pay for it.
But no, we'll go back to the Institute and then we'll be mad at them and then they'll give us the papers.
Shauna,
I mean, if you want to pay for it, you can pay for it. I can pay for it as well. It's just, I don't. It's. Whatever.
Okay. So you pay for it and you have the building plans. It's a standard schematic set, which means there's no construction elements to it. It's just the conceptual drawings of what it will look like. So you have a couple plans and axonometric, which is a 3D view, things like that. Those of you who went on the mission, or rather the investigation before, when we were talking about the possibility of golems, things like that in London, you saw a bunch of his architecture. Very similar. Interior is rarely designed at all. Exterior has a lot of motifs of dragons, winged figures, things like that. Supposedly, and just now, just pull my note because that's the exact church name it was. Okay. This was supposed to be a church in York. But never built.
Hmm.
is there any notes
and-
on the schematics to saying why it wasn't built? Because you know how sometimes maybe.
Nothing about that. The date is on the very bottom of the plan. Typically dates. Date is 44. That was close to the end of the war. It could have just been funding, it could have been many reasons, but it does not have a reason. Just know that the church was going to be built in York, it was Protestant. Is there anything else I can help all of you with?
Should we?
Curtis comes back with it's really
Aw.
hard to find middle grade books for the 40s, but he comes back with Little House on the Prairie and Anne of Green Gables.
Oh, I love it.
Those are good. Alright. He rings you up for those.
There's I can't find middle grade novels for the 40s. If I find a list, I'll let you guys know.
Oh,
I mean, Little House on the Prairie works.
Yeah.
I love Curtis so much.
We all do. We'll protect Curtis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think that's it for Elliot.
I mean, well, can we ask? Should we ask him to help us get in contact with the merchant?
Yes, actually, would be a good idea.
I would say he did leave a number. Left a number for
Okay.
you guys at the end of the statement to call, but you can go through Elliot if you wish.
Oh, he
I
also
guess-
picked up Stuart Little.
It existed in the 40s.
Yeah, it was written in 1945.
Wow.
Love it.
I guess let's go through the number.
Mm-hmm.
Who's calling him?
Alright. Yeah, Eliza would ask that. Oh, I have the number up and everything. Do you want me to talk, or do you want someone to talk?
What are we exactly going to say? We're not selling the book, are we? We're just going to chat to him, or
Yeah.
We can say something along the lines of, we want to ask him. Why we want to ask him about the book, or is there any other thing we want to talk about?
I mean, in theory, I could ask him more because we work in similar fields, but I am very reluctant to talk to anybody in his vein. I say we set up a meeting.
Okay.
Say we want to talk to him.
Yeah.
Do that.
Just yeah.
Just want me
Yeah,
to
that-
say. Okay. Alright. She died.
Where are we
pick it up.
meeting?
have him come here. Have him come to the institute.
She gets on the phone. You hear a couple things. He's saying he wants to meet at the airport in London.
At the airport.
Tomorrow night.
That's not
Is that
creepy at
okay?
all.
Seems like he could get away fast.
That'll be. Is everyone else fine with that?
Probably won't do the meeting if we ask him to come to the institute. So
Maybe
well say
better
yes.
to meet in public though?
I mean, yeah, of course it's going to be better to meet in public, but you heard what Merryweather said. This man's dangerous and he knows what he's
Mhm.
doing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what advantage we have over him unless we hold the book over his head.
You are bringing the book with you to this.
Yeah, what if not bring book?
I mean-
I don't.
I don't think we should
Will I
bring the
hold
book.
the phone at this point?
No,
No.
she has it just like she's just holding it, to her chest. I still do need an answer. They are on the line. Do I
Just-
tell them they're okay?
Yes, we'll meet them there. We'll meet them there.
yes, we'll be there. Yes, tell them.
Yes, they said okay. And then she. Okay.
We should not bring the book.
No, we shouldn't bring the book at all.
It's really none of my business. But isn't there a potential for you all to get in a lot of trouble if you don't have the book and he wants it?
Okay, but what if he wants the book and then we're like, no, you can't have the book?
But then you will get to leave fine, because if he just wants the book, then he won't hurt any of you if that's what's happening.
Then maybe we just shouldn't meet with him at all.
Well, we just agreed to it.
We
You
have
just
to meet
agree.
with
It'd
him.
be
We can
rude to not come.
We can have some of us. We can have some of us meet up with him, and then. Oh no! That we tried to do.
No, don't split.
No.
I'm staying in the car the whole time, ready to drive away at a moment's notice. How about that?
That could be fine in case we need some kind of,
Yeah.
in case we need to
that
get
could
out of Dodge early, I suppose.
And I can hold the book in the car?
work. Not
In the
alone.
car? Somebody else could stay in the car with me? I don't know. What if we bring him a fake book?
Think
I mean,
can
we
afford
have
that
the
fast?
translation of the book. Jen has already taken all the notes, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the thing, right? Is that we already have
Translation.
transcript. Another big word for Curtis. Of
Another big
book.
word.
Copy.
Mhm.
Copy of book.
Well, think about it this way. Curtis has been in this institution for long enough that I feel like he would actually learn the elegant
Fancy
terms
British
for
speak.
things faster than the layman's terms because he's just around a
Probably.
bunch of professionals.
Mm-hmm. That makes
Valid.
sense.
Yeah. So transcript of book. So really, all we lose here is money.
No, the problem I have is if this man is as dangerous as he as y'all are saying he is.
Is there something specific about this copy of book that we don't know
If
about?
he's trying to figure out about this people with chosen blood thing, and he then figures out kind of connection, could be very bad. It's less about the money aspect and more about the knowledge that he could have.
I mean, why does he want this particular book?
That's something we're gonna have to ask him.
Hmm. There's also the fact of there
The fuck?
Illy, your robot.
The fact that there was a what?
a coffin with his name on it.
It does raise
That's it.
concerns, yeah.
Look, I guess we're going to have to bring the book. And if he does something bad, we can just burn it.
I suppose. We do
Like
have the
what?
translation already.
We have the translation. We have the second copy that he doesn't really know about, just at the institute already, technically. It's in the university, but... And, you know, if we just fuck it up, so he can't do anything with it, what's gonna happen? I mean, this man is an antique seller. He's not a collector, right?
From what you understand, he sells, not collects.
So we gotta figure out who wants this book from him. That, I
Yes.
think, is more important than who this guy is.
Okay. Do you can use your psychic powers to help us figure that out, or?
No. The psychic powers are painful to use and make me go a little more insane every time I do, which is why I'm like this right now. That's why I didn't
You
really
have
want to talk
psychic
about it.
powers?
I
I'm
don't.
thinking right now. Can you tell me?
I hate my life so much.
She's going through it, Eliza. Don't push her.
Okay, sorry. Just sounded cool.
I just wanted to be a psychologist.
I mean, it's a close word to it, you know.
Shut up.
Okay.
Thank you for your help, Eliza.
No. Okay. So, is there anything you all will be doing at the Institute, or can we fast forward till tomorrow night in London?
I mean, we should prep.
Yeah.
Curtis is gonna do something very out of character, but Curtis is just feeling very bold and intelligent tonight.
What's he thinking?
Curtis wants to learn about blood and mixing blood and blood transfusions, or at least in Curtis' mind, he heard blood and blood, and Curtis like, I don't think it. His mind is going, I don't know if it works that way, so he wants to learn about blood
Oh no.
in a medical way.
Roll library, and then roll me medical.
Yeah,
Medicine, rather.
he does not have good library.
Okay. Now roll me medicine.
All right, now that I can maybe. Oh no, is medicine different than first aid?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Curtis, you, at the end of the night, like right before you all have to leave, you find out what the word transfusion means.
You know what? That's enough for Curtis. Curtis feels a little bit more prepared. He's like, okay, and in his mind he goes, learn new word today, and then also scribbles in a little notebook he has in his pocket that's like very, very mangled up. He writes in the notebook, "Buy book of words."
How are the rest of you prepping?
I'm making sure I have all my guns. Have the one on my shoulder strap, one on my ankle, and also just make sure I have knives in case anything happens.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Shauna is
Steven, do you
bringing
know what book of
earplugs
words
and a
would be?
blindfold.
Earplugs and a blindfold? Okay.
In
The
case
worst
I
thing.
just need to close my goddamn eyes.
Shauna, no. What if we have to go to you running and screaming to get the car and you're fucking asleep?
No, I'm not gonna fall asleep in the car, but I
No.
I can't handle much more, Steven.
Okay. Blindfold, fine. You cannot have the earplug.
Steven.
If we are running to you and you are in the car and you cannot hear us because of those goddamn earplugs and I die because of it,
I'm a
gonna be so
really
fucking
good
upset.
driver. Please trust me. I'm a very good driver, okay?
oh, I don't doubt your driving skills. I doubt you hearing us.
Yeah.
The minute I feel people opening the car doors, I'll take off.
Curtis already have
What if
trouble
we're the
hearing.
people
We
trying
don't
to
need
open
more
the door?
people having
Us.
trouble hearing.
Fine,
We'll
fine.
take-
I'm gonna go absolutely insane, and you people are gonna have to put me in a goddamn mental hospital. God, fuck.
Eliza, please look up the names of nearby mental hospitals. 'Cause I think we
Oh
are.
my god.
Yeah, there's a couple. Alright.
Thank you, Eliza.
Hey, Eliza, do you know if there is a book of just many words and you know what those words mean when you look at book?
A dictionary?
Like a dictionary?
Oh, so there is a book like that.
Yes, you can actually, there's probably one in the library, you can take it with you if you like.
He
Just
leaves.
bring it back when you're done.
He just
Okay,
leaves
goodbye, Curtis.
and just goes to the library. And
Steven's
just
gonna
comes
look
back
at
with an
it.
Oxford dictionary, and he's just like, "Great, this is Curtis's now."
Steven's gonna look at Sean and he's like, just have the blindfold, don't have earplugs, just in case.
Fine.
Okay.
And we have to make an escape. I feel like the earplugs are better than the blindfold.
Yeah, Curtis would. Curtis doing fine with partial hearing loss. I think vision more important here.
Alright. Earplugs, no blindfold.
You people are gonna kill me. I hope you know that.
Either us or the
How
monsters.
about sunglasses?
No?
Are there sunglasses in the 1940s?
Yeah, there are.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, there
Alright. Sean will put on a pair of sunglasses. I'm stupid.
You are.
Yeah, it is later at night.
Eliza, if I hear you one more time.
Don't leave me to
Hey,
Eliza.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Eliza's done nothing wrong to you, Sean.
Apologize.
No.
Apologize right now. Apologize right now.
It's alright, it's alright.
If Shauna
It's fine.
walks out of the
It's
building.
not alright.
Curtis,
If you guys
roll me
wanna
rage
lie.
control. Curtis, roll me sanity.
He just doesn't like his friend. He doesn't like people being mean to his
That's good.
friends.
2 in 1. 2 in 1 session.
Oh, thank goodness.
Damn it.
You have the choice. Whatever you do, it is Curtis's own decision.
Curtis is just gonna calm down. And then he's gonna turn to Eliza. He's gonna be like, Shauna having tough day. Don't know why, but she having tough day. Don't take any of that personally, though I think it was inappropriate for her to speak to you in that way.
It's alright. I shouldn't have said anything. It's fine. But thank you.
No.
I really
No.
appreciate it.
You were okay. You were fine. Don't feel bad about participating in conversation. We value you. I'm happy you're a part of this team. Well, actually, Curtis, happy you're part of this team.
You're so fucking sweet.
She's
And
gonna
don't
she's
make
gonna
other
hug
people
Curtis
think you
if
aren't
Curtis
valued.
allows.
Curtis will allow it.
Ladybird just kind of does that thing where a dog sits there like, hey, look at me. No, me. Hey. And then,
Me, happy.
Hey.
Love me.
Yeah.
So yeah, Eliza then would sit back down. Ladybird at this point is just sitting on, like, does that thing where, not full sitting, but just like has the head on Eliza's lap during the day when she's working.
Oh.
That's adorable. I do want to go to Eliza just before we leave. Be like, you know, I really wasn't going to hurt him, right?
Kane?
Yeah.
No, I didn't think you were, no, but he did. You did have a look in your eye, if I'm being honest. I don't think you were, though.
That's valid. I just want to make sure.
I hope you're not mad at me. I just did it because I was told to when I.
Oh, no,
got
frankly,
married.
it was-
I made sure I got
it was-
married in now, so it wasn't just random people.
I do appreciate it. You did the most sane thing, and I will admit that I was very much the insane person at the time. So I have nothing against it. That he would just head off.
Okay. You will drive safe. Please be safe tonight. You tomorrow, I guess. Does anyone else have any retroactive last-minute prep? Take that as a no. So,
Silence.
who's ever driving?
I apologize. I
Roll
wasn't
me
prepared
drive
for the
check,
session.
someone.
No, 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 no.
Hell yeah!
What was this part?
Oh, I leaned back in my chair, and that was like the momentum to keep myself like forward.
I love it.
Oh, it's great.
I disassociated.
Damn,
I said hell yeah, and I'm like, oh, forward, 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 forward. Okay, balance is back.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
So, drive check, drive auto, just barely succeeds. So, after an hour or so drive, make your way to the airport, and when you arrive, it's largely cleared out, except for one fairly large, especially for this time period, plane. Looks like it's some sort of converted bomber.
Is it like a passenger plane?
No, some sort of converted bomber.
Oh, okay.
Definitely seems like he's transporting something or a lot of things.
In
Yeah.
front of it, this
How dark
bomber, you
is
see
it?
two black SUVs. It's not pitch black, but at this point, it's 9 o'clock.
All right.
See, as your car approaches, that 3 men step out of the 2 cars, black suits. They begin walking towards your vehicle.
Can I drive away? Can I drive away?
Steven will
Knocks
go
on
to
the
his son.
window.
Give it a moment. Steven is going to get out of the car. Be like, excuse me. Gonna get out of the car. Like, hello, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I assume you're Mr.
I'm the merchant.
You're the men of the merchant.
That's correct.
I assume.
Security measure, we need you to leave all your weapons here before continuing.
Is this for our security or his security?
It's for his security.
Oh, okay. Steven would take out the gun from his shoulder.
He's going to pat each of you down. So he's going to roll. If any of you
Sean
are
is-
I love that.
Staying in the car.
What about her? The lady with the earplugs in.
She's staying in the car. She won't be out of your sight.
Okay. Anyone trying to hide any weapons on them, whether it's knife or gun, please roll stealth.
Stealth. I have no weapons. I'm good.
I'm going to use.
Oh,
I can't use my 19 luck. No, I don't even have enough. I don't even have enough luck for that.
I'm not gonna push that, but
If
Curtis
you fail
will
a push on a
gladly-
weapon check, they shoot you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Curtis will gladly, like, when they find it, he'll just, because he's just used to the gun on his body, he would put it back in the car. He just would honestly forget that it's even on him.
Yeah, I would have to try and act the same. Like, oh, I forgot about the other gun. Let me go
Likely,
put
I'm
that
sure.
away.
Yeah, Curtis would have
go to
stepped
put them
down
in
and
the
been
car,
like,
but he
"Oh,
would
I'm-"
take them and he just puts them on the roof of one of the black SUVs.
Huh.
Okay.
Oh no,
We'll
Lady
leave them
Bird.
here. They won't go anywhere else. You're done with their business. You can come and reclaim them.
All right. Let's go speak to this merchant man.
If you should know his name, though. Vespucci Vander Vergio.
Vespucci Vander Vergio. Now, does he prefer when you call him Mr. Vander Vergio or Mr. Vergio? You're very helpful.
I'm paid to be.
Alright. Onward.
Okay. So, all of you except for Lucian, who Lucian, I'm assuming you smuggled in here behind your knife, are able
Yeah, he
to
smuggled
make
some
it
stuff.
up to the plane.
Yeah. Oh,
Excuse me. So you make your way to the plane. Someone restart music, please.
I got it.
Thank you. Make your way up to the plane. There is the fourth, another man there who nods at you all and walks you up into the plane.
Oh,
You
into the
enter-
plane.
Into the plane, yes. Then you do not go up the stairs into the plane.
I mean, I'm going upstairs. Into the
Oh,
plane.
wait, it's a plane? Oh
Mhm.
no.
It is.
Curtis may not want to go into the plane.
Curtis, do you want to just stay out here?
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to go back to the car and be with Ashana.
Curtis kind of looks to the men.
They nod that they can escort you back over there.
hmm Curtis does ask though that he's like, can put a rifle back in car. If not, that's fine.
Sure, but
Let him
he
help.
did say he had something he wanted to show you.
Which one?
Like show Curtis?
Go, Curtis.
Points to Curtis, yeah.
Oh,
There we
uh,
go.
No.
Curtis like he kind of looks, and then he sort of looks at Esmeralda and Stephen.
So, just recapping, planes are one of your fears that you have.
yeah,
now, right?
yeah. That's why he's like hesitant to go in the plane.
So what will happen is you can try to fight this fear, but what will happen is you will lose sanity just by being in the presence of it for prolonged time. So if you're in there for like a minute, it'll be like maybe 1 sanity loss on a failed sanity throw. If you're in there for like an hour or something like that, it'll just be progressively higher. So it depends on the amount of time, and it will be a sanity check at the end of it to try to stomach this.
Because
Oh.
if you can handle it, we'll take you. But if not, we can just send our controllers. Or see if you can meet us out here on the target.
Yeah, is it possible he can meet out here? Or does it have to be in plane?
He doesn't leave the plane. It's not safe.
Hmm.
Listen, he hasn't
When-
got all night.
And Curtis asks like one more question that will determine this. He's like, can leave when we get on plane, are we not allowed to leave at our own pace, or are we stuck on plane until business is settled?
We can have one of us wait with you in there and take you off if you want to get off.
Okay. And with that, Curtis is going to get on the plane.
Yeah, you would say. Recommend
Yeah.
not rushing him, though.
Well, no, he's not. He's just gonna cautiously
Yeah,
get on the plane.
So, all of you except Ashana enter the plane, and despite its rough exterior of being a converted bomber, the inside is lavishly decorated. There's a bit of a wet bar in there.
Oh.
Very nicely decorated. You see where the seats would be. Seems to be these sort of built-in cabinets that are facing upward, each with different items in it. Some looking like jewelry, books, things like that. And as you can walk down the aisle with the one man who's remaining with you, you see he does not have the gun drawn, but he does have a gun. Just in case you were looking. At the very end of the aisle, the man who you assume to be the merchant, and I'm gonna quickly just put his image in chat.
I have one quick question.
Mhm.
Does this plane look like it's flown, or is it more just a stationary plane at this point?
It looks like it can fly.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, if it looks like it's just kind of permanently on the ground now, I feel like Curtis would be a more okay with it.
Alright, his name takes a long time to type.
Stephen would be checking in on Curtis every so often, be like, "You fucking asshole."
Just gonna hold Curtis's hand.
Oh, Curtis love physical touch. From friends.
This
Okay.
boy.
So he sits there leaning back. He seems to have a cocktail of some sort in his hand. I welcome you, my friends, to my plane. understand that you have some business for me.
We would like to discuss some matters.
Of course, sit down, please. Make yourself comfortable. Can I get you a drink or anything? Any of you?
I'm all right, thank you. I don't know.
I'm alright, thank you.
Fair enough then. So, about the matter of the book that I would like to purchase. My understanding that your institute came by it through the Wandering Page man. I believe his name is Ellie. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
He has been holding out on me recently. I'll have to see about that. But I hope you will not be holding out on me.
Well,
I am
very much
willing to pay a
depends
fair amount for the book.
That very much depends on how these discussions go. Before we, what's the word, continue and agree to any deal about this book, I want to talk to you a little bit about why you want this book.
Look around you, my friend. I am not a collector, but I am a purveyor of various different artifacts and antiquities through the ages. I collect these artifacts and antiquities and I sell them to the highest bidder, which as of late, Nazis not excluded, if I'm being honest, there has been a resurgence in the interest in paranormal, occult, and otherwise spooky different items. These items I specialize in. I want this book because I believe that someone else will want it, and with my connections, I might be able to sell it to them.
So you don't have anyone in mind, or anyone already asking for it?
No, not yet, no. Right, though. There is a couple people who are always looking for this sort of thing.
You don't happen to know about the contents and what they detail, or are you already aware?
I know a little bit of the books. I am more of the salesman. I know enough to sell it, but not. I can't read languages, if that's what you're asking. I don't read Sumerian or anything like that. I know enough. Enough to sell it.
Steven will look to Esmeralda, see if she has anything like that.
Who are the possible buyers you're thinking of, if you don't mind us knowing?
To reveal, as it is a matter of business, and I'm not sure these people will want their identities revealed to those who go digging into these paranormal investigations. It would be poor on my part to reveal them. Though, due to your recent researches, I don't believe it would be a surprise to say that almost anything fire that I own has been bought up by a Russian mafia that I believe you all, and he points to points to Stephen in his eye, had a run-in with. And they've bought up almost 50% of my chosen blood that I have on store.
You have chosen blood on store?
Naturally. Sounds like hotcakes.
Right.
I do have something. I have, of course, a researcher of people as well. In order to sell, you must know people. I have something that I believe many of you, after we've conducted the business of the book, may be interested in, and he points to Lucien. Particularly you, as my understanding, you are a marked man these days. Were my sources correct?
He said yes.
First, let's talk about the book.
Yeah.
I cannot pay an exquisite amount, but I can pay what it is worth.
How much would you say it's worth?
based off Ashana's pricing, he offers about 3/4 of what it is worth, according to Ashana.
Hmm.
You seem a bit not so eager to take the deal, so I'll throw this out to you. Give this book to me for, shall we say, 60% of its actual value. Should any of you wish to get anything else that I have here, I shall be more inclined to negotiate with you.
Well, evidently, Mr. Vandervergio, I would say we aren't exactly the group of people that can relinquish property of the Institute as easily. We were sent mostly to get a feel for it before we made any decision. Because
I would like you to understand that, especially in these times, plane fuel is very expensive, and I hope you have not wasted my time this night.
Team Huddle, what do we want to do, gang?
Great question. We never asked. And I'm assuming they can't hear us when we're talking through this. Or is this like an out of character?
Oh, this is out of character. This is
Okay,
It is
out of character. We should have asked, just as a general thing, whether we even have the legal power to sell this.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have two. Copy or some.
We have another copy. Man, we have the transcription of it back.
Yeah, we have the.
Our biggest
But Kane
concern.
wanted it sold anyway.
Kane wanted it sold.
Yes.
Do you know what any of the other, like, what Merriweather say anything about what he thought about the book? Selling it to this artist guy? Sorry, the merchant man? He did not, right?
No, he did not.
He just says he's a dangerous man.
My biggest concern is that we give him the book and then afterwards somebody who we really, really, really don't want the book. Because as he said, he's a man of loose morals and will sell to anyone who is the highest bidder.
But I
did
feel like we
admit selling
can't
to
not
Nazis.
give him the book now.
Selling to Nazis.
Yeah, like. Because I feel like as soon as we agree to this, like, we're gonna have to give him the book anyway.
That already.
Like, we kind of already sealed that coffin as soon as we agree to do this.
Yeah.
But we should, I think, like Lucian's saying, buy something from him, so at least we get something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
I don't know exactly what
He
you would want, but we at least would have something.
I mean, I'm just saying. If it's up to me, I'm looking for a cool gun. But that's just me.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like guns, you can make a gun. But he
Yeah.
probably has things here that you can't easily make.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's things here that would be of use to us.
So I think we all kind of agree that we are going to.
Yeah, I mean, I know you guys are saying maybe get blood so there's less of it in circulation, which is a
But then
possibility.
it's the case of it's going to get more.
Amy, you were going full robot again.
Yeah.
You're really on that robot train, my guy. I mean, there's also if we do buy all of the blood, what's stopping him from getting more? Because it's clear that he has a way to get a lot.
Yeah.
So really, what would we be doing if we do buy blood? Unless we want to buy the blood to make fucking Lucian, fucking baby boy with superpowers and shit.
The only reason I could think to get the blood is also so we could research the blood and we could figure out what the blood is capable of.
That is a good point.
Yeah,
You
that
have
was
Sinead.
what I didn't think we put it anyone. I thought it was more figure out what it does. Can I? Because we're in this room right now, and I'm assuming
Yeah.
he's referring to something in his room, right?
Yes. When he says the blood, you're looking for blood.
No, I'm just looking for anything that seems like would be
Of use to
Around?
us in general.
of use to the party. I know that's very general.
There is so much. Like, you have to be more specific. Like, this is a man's entire, like, this is a B-17 converted. This thing is basically
There's a
a
lot.
house on wheels.
Okay.
Cool.
Actually, who has a better spot hidden? Because I have like a 25, and I don't think I'm really gonna be able to find anything.
I have a good spot hidden, but I'm trying to think of
Yeah.
a little more specific. Trying to think. There's nothing in here that seems reminiscent of Coffins, would there?
Of what?
That's going to require a
Coffin.
spot hidden roll.
I'll try and roll a spot hidden roll for you. Any coffins around?
Oh boy.
You would, as
Oh.
you sort of turn your head as you're all thinking, you would see that there is a coffin. At the very, very back. There are two coffins. One,
no.
though, that has similar markings to the one that you saw in the shack.
Yeah, it's also something I want.
Things related to statements. Go ahead and roll me spot hidden, Lucy.
Oh no.
How many of the interesting artifacts
Ooh, nice.
show up as statements are around here?
Fair.
Okay, which statement specifically are you looking for, Lucy?
I don't know. What are you interested in?
Were you interested in Lucian?
While he does that, anyone else looking at anything?
Hey guys, I had a terrible thought.
Oh no.
What's up?
So, this is not Curtis. This is Bailey thinking.
Mm-hmm.
We now have two blood-related things here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Two blood-related things. Someone just stole the radioactive blood.
Used half of it.
I'm starting to wonder maybe if the radioactive blood is the chosen blood.
Oh.
It's possible.
Or if it's like a manufactured chosen blood, but it has to be related. There's two blood-related things now.
Yeah.
I do think
Is there
that
any-
gives a stronger reason for us to buy blood? Kind of cross-checked it.
there any what,
Check
Ian?
it. Any
I-
sort of like music or anything tied to like what Esmeralda's been looking into?
Roll me a spot hidden. And Lucian, I will tell you, Esmeralda, though, he does have something in mind for you. He
Aw.
was pointing to you as well, so you can look for something, but he does have something in mind for you.
Oh, great, cool.
I would also want to ask him what he wants to give Curtis.
Yeah, what does he want to give
Yeah.
us?
Let me just get Lucian, and then we'll get back like into character.
Yeah.
Easy.
As for the 4 to the power that this statement refers to, you don't really see anything that looks like a font of power or feels anything like that. Specifically to this, I would say you notice map. Oh, the map. You would see this sort of carrier package that the map was in. You would see one of them in here. Yes.
Oh, so wait. But we know the Americans have something like that as well. Oh God.
There is a lot. There is a lot.
Is there more than one map?
100%.
Yeah, there's got to be
No.
multiple maps.
They're not gonna have this. Shauna, no.
What is Shauna doing?
Shauna
So
says
back
just fucking kill the
into
man.
character now. He looks at you. As for the currency for this, I am prepared to offer you funds in this exchange for your convenience.
Wait, what did he ask, Curtis?
He said he's willing to offer pounds as the currency.
Oh, pounds.
That's handy.
Okay, that's so. It's just he's just giving him the currency that he's actively been trying to convert to, that he's already being paid in.
Yeah.
It's to everyone.
So what shall it be?
Oh, you just mean like he's not gonna pay him in USD, he's gonna pay him in pounds like everyone else.
Yeah.
Fair, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I thought you meant like that's the item that he was interested in showing him, and I was like, wow,
Okay.
thanks.
No,
I think we do have to
God,
end up with
no,
the book.
because Javi asked, "What is he getting? What is he gonna pay in?" So that's why. He
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I feel
Fair.
like I have
Very fair.
been more than fair.
You have been very kind to us and very much willing to entertain us. We also told that you had something you wished to give Curtis.
I did, yes, but as I said, I have something for several of you. But once again, the book first.
Stephen looks at the rest of the one. Guess we're giving him the book.
Do we have a deal then?
I suppose we do.
A deal it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Go get the book from
then he
Shauna.
takes the book and he would snap his fingers, and the guy who was behind all of you would then bring out a briefcase, open it with the money in it, and close it. Now we can get to a bit of the fun business now that that is over. And he takes the book and he puts it underneath the chair he is sitting in. You know, like planes have storage space there typically. He puts that in what appears to be a safe below. Closes the safe down. Now we can get to some of the fun stuff. So, let us start with Curtis, eh? Curtis, I've heard a bit about you. And I hear that you have an interest in the natural world, which is why I offer you this. And he holds up what appears to be a compass. It's no ordinary compass. I have never tried it out myself. Took it from a man in Egypt. But supposedly guide to lost memories. You have to follow it and it will point you in the direction. Made by psychics, supposedly, in the 18th century.
Hmm.
Moving on, I suppose I'll just show everyone's and you can all decide whether you would like to partake in these instruments. But Esmeralda Bouchard, the death song, the talk of the nations. I have something I believe you have been looking for. Apologies, I believe we might have crossed paths at some point when you were looking for it. I was
Pardon?
looking for a very long time for the other half of these lyrics, but I understand that lovely friend Miss Sign it already in her shop. But I do have the other half of the lyrics of the song you have been looking for.
Convenient.
I see.
Convenience. Oh no. I have been searching for it for quite a long time. The Luciferians pay well, but knowing her family history, I think she can pay even better. Moving on now to Mr. Lucian. Lucian, I have two things of interest for you. Of course, potential to become a god. with the chosen blood. But also, something that can help you focus this power if you do awaken it. And you would open a chest and you'd see lots of different memorabilia with the insignia, the flames and the city burning in the background on it. But you would pull out a gem that's fiery orange, and it almost, if you look at it where it reflects right in the sun, it looks like flames are burning on the inside of this. This is very special. I stole this from Nadia Alexandrovna's grave. Either I took it. But this, when attached to a weapon, will allow you to focus your power through it. That's it down.
Oh god.
And disturbance. But one and only. Supposedly, and would go over to the side, and he would open this chest, and inside of it, it's looks like clean. It's a bit murky. Water may help in your
Yeah, they go back to the team huddle, and they when they huddle, they then in the
You are not
unit
getting the joke.
scuttle to the back of the plane again.
Also, just mental health check in for Curtis. Curtis, how you doing?
Oh, Curtis is doing okay because Curtis, the plane is still on the ground. It's when plane is not on the ground that things get into problem area.
will be taken into consideration, but you still will make a sanity check.
Oh no, he's still gonna make a sanity check because the plane is a very upsetting place.
Claustrophobic.
Yeah, it's very because when you're in the plane, you can't leave the plane until the plane decides you can leave. That's part of the issue too.
Seems douchey
Anyway.
is for the idea.
Yeah. So what are we thinking? This is out of character.
I think it could be cool. However, I do understand that if we accept a deal from this, we don't know what these things could do to us, and it could be bad in the long run.
But there's some of these things we do not want people getting their hands on.
So maybe we should.
Buy
Well,
the
as far
things
as I
and then
hear,
give
so-
them to the institute, and we just never touch them.
I would, if I get anything from here, it is not going. I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you right now, out of character, Bjorn will not dock anything. Like, anything you buy is on you. Pay for it.
Oh.
See, the reason I want to wait to talk to him is because I want to talk to. Anyone wants to make a deal beforehand?
I want to talk
Go
to him
ahead.
why he's looking for it, why he was looking for the music, and how we crossed paths, because I do not remember this guy.
Well, we've already given him the book, so there's less of a strain there. Where maybe you can ask him about that. I just know I want to ask.
I mean, all Curtis has is like, does Curtis want to unlock things, or is it a bad idea to unlock things? Because obviously there's things to unlock.
Yeah, there
going to accept
is.
this deal. So
Yeah,
whatever
Lucian's gonna buy the gem because it's a stupid idea.
because it's power.
But I also don't think Curtis, in his own mental state, though, is ready to undergo this journey, if that makes sense.
That's valid.
Like, knowing Curtis's character, I mean, he just left America for the first time. I don't think he's mentally ready to, like, traverse
Oh, baby boy.
another repressed world.
Yeah, but he could get it and then do it when he's ready.
That is true,
Yeah.
but I don't know if as soon as he picks it up, it's just gonna start, like, it's just gonna start bothering him for the rest of his life.
Well, no, it's gonna guide you to where it wants you to go. Just don't follow it.
Yeah. That or at least take into consideration what this thing is before you follow it anywhere.
So we're gonna insight this compass.
Inside the compass.
I want to
It's a
vibe check the
compass.
compass.
Yeah, can I vibe check that compass?
It's a compass.
Let me check the. It's a compass.
It looks normal. It's gold plated. Interior
When-
of it.
Here's my question. When the merchant was holding it, was it facing, because I'm assuming it doesn't always face north, because it's supposed to be guiding you in direction. Was it going in different directions when he was holding it, or was it just going north?
When he was holding it, it was spinning.
Okay.
Jack Sparrow
Ooh,
compass.
Jack Sparrow compass. Jack Sparrow compass.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of
Alright,
just
I'm
because
gonna
just
cut your out of character short here, you guys. If you want to keep on discussing, you have to do it in character.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
back in character now.
Starting to think a lot of things Curtis doesn't know about Curtis. Curtis doesn't know how to feel about this.
Curtis, we want to
Huh?
look into that.
With this,
Wait,
you
wait.
can begin.
Hey, Curtis wasn't talking to you right now.
Curtis isn't very.
Curtis
Right,
manners.
Oh, sorry.
Curtis.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Curtis is a bit
Overwhelmed.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we apologize.
Lots of
Completely
things in here.
Very, very natural indeed.
Very stimulating. Another word for Curtis.
Very big word.
Thank There is a matter I want to discuss with you, Mr. Vergio, about not that eye patch, though I am intrigued. Stephen would point to the coffins in the back. You have many of those?
Just one at the moment.
Is
There
that
was
gonna have
two.
Were you point? I thought you were pointing at the one with the markings on it.
You're pointing with one with a marking.
Oh.
That's
There's
just
one
of
without
those, you were
marking,
saying.
yes?
Yes.
Okay. I would look and be like, those markings on the side, what do they mean?
Well, once again, I'm purveyor of legends. The legends behind it. That of a sort of transmutation.
So someone
Goes
would
in.
step into it, comes out different.
Yes. Is one legend. Another is that it takes you somewhere else. Where it unloads, we do not know. What I do know is that in either case, it is very, very painful. That specific one over there, I found that in my travels in India, actually.
Would you mind if I take a look at it?
No means.
I would like to take a look at the mark.
Not open it.
Wouldn't you?
If you do open it, just pay me first.
Of course. I would look at the
there a
marking
name?
to see what name is on it, or if this what the marking could be.
Looks like where the name would be is no longer there.
So where the markings are just like that's something scratched out.
The markings are just like lines carved into it in a particular pattern. But there are no names. Like, so there was the marking and then the name would have been above it, but there is no name there.
I would like to just like take a sketch of the marking, just so I can have it on hand, on standby in case it comes up later.
Okay.
Just take out my notebook and draw that marking. If anyone else wants to make their deal.
Hey, roll me
Before
a
I
cult
ask
real
him.
quick.
Oh, me?
No.
Hold. That thing I'm not good at.
Do you have anything in a cult?
I have 5.
It's 5.
Oh, do you have the luck?
I'm not wasting 12 of my 19 luck.
It's the coffins, buddy. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm using 12 of my 19 luck.
So, you've read about a bit of this in Veridan's book that he gave you. That if this is something quote-unquote magical or powerful that comes from this marking, making that marking on other things may not be the best idea.
Good to know. Good to know. So I'm not going to draw the marking. I'm going to describe the marking in my book with words so that it's not the actual marking.
Good idea.
Thank you for saving my life there.
Uh-huh.
12, use that 12 luck for a reason.
Yeah, in my head I was like, oh, for the love of God, please use the luck.
I knew as soon as I said it's about the coffins, Javi Woods, I was like, I'm going to have to make this speech listen.
Smart. It's a good idea. I did not think. If anyone else wants to say anything, because I do want to ask about his name on the coffin.
You mentioned that you may have crossed paths with me and you've been looking for this song. Why? I know you're a you sell them, but why?
Because I was offered £5 million by Luciferians for it. It was very much my interest to find it.
I'm guessing you know about me through them?
Yes. I was hoping you'd lead me to the other bit, but you came by it before me. Fair and square. When I approached them to sell half of it, they offered once again the 5 million, even for half of it. They claimed they could get the other half from you themselves. But I wanted to see what you offered first. Out of character. You do have an inheritance. You do have quite a bit of wealth of your estate. If you were to buy this, however, that would be it. It would no longer be high class. That's 5 million in the 40s is a lot. That's
Oh my
Oh,
god,
Chinese fortune.
so much money in the 40s.
It is.
That's money now. It's a lot of money now.
A lot of money now.
Even more in the 40s.
But I forget the exact amount. I looked it up earlier today when we looked up what is 5 million.
Or look up the conversion. That's so much money.
$1 million in 1940 is equivalent to about 20 million. So that 20 million times 20 million.
100 million.
No, it's a lot more.
That's 100. That's
Lot
at least
more.
a.
20 million times 20 million?
Oh my fucking god.
So 20 million times 20. 20 million times 20. So it'd be 400
That's 400 million.
Hold on, I'm putting it in a calculator right now.
Because each 1 million is worth 20 million. So it'd be 20 million times 20.
That's 400 million.
It would be $101,327,142.86.
Ma'am, I
No,
don't. I don't
Bailey, no.
What do you mean? You said it
Bailey.
was 5 million in the 1940s.
No, it's 20
It's-
million.
For 1 million.
Anyway, sorry, continue.
No, it's okay.
It's a ludicrously
lot.
large
That's
amount.
so much money!
This is your family, the Bouchards, very wealthy. It's one of those British families that, like, they're not
Yeah.
Oxfords, but they tie their lineage back, sort of things, from the French.
Yeah.
That's all of the wealth.
Do I have I'm just going to think about it for a little bit before I agree.
I suppose that is available, but the Luciferians are coming for me tomorrow to buy it.
They'll be here? Pardon. That's another thing. They're coming here?
I cannot tell you where I am meeting them, but they will be purchasing it tomorrow if you do not purchase it now.
I just need someone else speak while I think. Please.
Curtis?
Why do you think Curtis needs this?
I have sources. I know much about each of you at the Institute. You have to understand the very nature of what your Institute does. It very much makes you my clientele. When I heard there was an American who was missing some memories, seemed like this might be up your alley.
But how was that conclusion? Why do people think that?
It's up to my spies.
How much for the eye patch?
Just a moment of silence. How much for the iPad?
Yeah.
Curtis kind of
using
like
real-
before he
Using
Before
real day
he left-
equivalents. One sec. Using real day equivalents, about 1,500. The eye patch. So you can't afford it. It will set you back for a while. You can't afford it.
He said it would be very useful in investigating some of the stuff that we tend to, the stuff in our business.
Yes. If you would like to try it on, you can.
Wha-
Do it.
I'm going to go up to Esmeralda and I'm just say, if I die because it's a fucking eye patch, this is on you. And I'm going to tell him the eye patch.
That was Amy! That was Amy saying that, you bitch!
No, he's going to go to Esmeralda. If anything happens to this eye patch, just make sure everyone gets the fuck out of here.
I promise.
I'm going to try on the eye patch.
Okay. Roll me a sanity real quick.
Oh no.
You see you're marked. Oh, buddy!
Oh no.
Okay, as you put this on, you don't really know what you're expecting, but what does happen that causes you to freak out because you're not sure if you died or what happened is an extremely bright flash of light. Then as your eyes sort of refocus, you know what's going on, you realize that many of the things highlighted in this room and Lucian are marked slightly just by a very, very faint glow from the one eye that you're looking through. This appears to be, as you put the eye patch on, it's just a bit of transparent fabric in front and it's some sort of glass. The glass is highlighting certain things.
Are you alright, Stephen?
How much time do I lose, Park?
What does Stephen believe about life and death, real quick?
Steven genuinely believes there is nothing after death. It's just a black void.
So then seeing a bright light would sufficiently freak you. Freak him
Yeah,
out, right?
100%.
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
Okay, so this will be
Sufficiently.
so this will be a D6 then.
That's
D4.
perfect.
You lose 3 sanity.
Alright. I assume every time I use it, I would be back at, like,
Yes,
I
you will
would,
lose sanity every time you use this. You choose to activate it. You choose to activate it is you just move the transparent fabric. It's not fully transparent, the slightly transparent fabric up so light can refract and reflect off the glass and things will highlight. I take it you're interested in it.
It's so useful, but that's a lot of sanity to lose.
Very interesting tool. You have any legends behind this one, or just a fancy icon?
Yes, I did, in fact. I had a partner a very, very long time ago, when I first started in this business. He lost his eye at a very young age to a BB gun or something, childish like that. But he had an eye patch similar to you. We came across this. Claimed that it helped him find objects of importance and the ability to identify those touched by the chosen blood.
Steven is going to very reluctantly, and kind of like a dad on vacation doesn't want to pay for the expensive toys, just like takes out his wallet in a very pained expression and gives him the 1500. He just closes his wallet and just under his breath.
Curtis is gonna be like, hey, Steven, can we talk for a second?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. And Curtis like pulls Steven aside and he's like, hey, so, remember when we went to Romani and we went to that caravan?
Yeah.
Remember when Curtis just disappeared? Just was gone for a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Curtis poofed into war? At least what Curtis thinks is war?
Okay.
Like, never seen those things before, but knew what Panzer was. Felt like new people there. Ran
Okay.
away from Panzer.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to figure out why that happened, Curtis?
I did. That's what we're trying to figure out here, huh?
Yeah. It seems like a very interesting thing. And if this compass does end up helping you with that, it's probably a good idea to.
So you think, so not normal. You haven't had experience where you suddenly doing different thing.
No.
Mhm.
Never.
Mhm.
When I'm as if I physically change locations? No.
Well, not but even just kind of like, even if mentally, like just in different locations.
We all have like flashbacks to like points where
I don't know. I was muddy. Curtis muddy when came back.
Curtis, get the compass.
Curtis kind of looks up and he's like,
And the compass.
he's like, oh,
You're gonna regret not
Oh.
it.
okay. How much compass?
This one is a bit more relatively less expensive. This will be about £500.
How much does Curtis get paid?
Curtis, I'm assuming, hasn't spent any of his salary, so
He's been he's been spending his earnings on like children's books.
yeah,
Which
aren't
aren't
all that
expensive.
So yeah, you can buy this.
Okay. Curtis kind of just like also looks like Steven and he like gets out his wallet. Well, actually, like he just kind of pulls out some crumpled bills and he just looks really
I love it.
like exasperated by the fact that he's spending money because this is the most expensive thing he's ever bought. And he's like, and he just puts the
And,
crumpled bills in his hand and he's like, sorry.
He scoops it up. Not
He put
surprising.
they're
Very
crisp one put in.
pleasure doing business with you. And as soon as he puts the compass in your hand, the compass stops spinning and points south.
Mm.
Oh.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good.
There we
That's
go.
good.
Curtis kind of looks at it
That's
for a second, and then he just puts it in his pocket.
Oh my god.
Others,
This one I
others.
assume has already-
That's gonna be a fun surprise for later.
Sir Lucian, Can I interest you in the... Oh, he puts in, how long does the blood last in storage? How much... I have to make my choice.
Oh.
What do you mean your choice? You're referring to whether you're going to transfuse the blood or not. Again, that is not anything I'm aware of. Well, I'm unaware. Blood, I've never had a store of blood more than a week. It sells very, very quickly. My understanding is that people who do not actually have the chosen blood hereditarily, at points have to continue injecting themselves with it to keep their powers.
So it's like a drug.
The gem is very expensive, I will not lie to you. This will go for around $3,000. Modern day $3,000.
Okay. Would Lucian even have that?
What is Lucian's profession again? Like, officially, what's his profession?
He's typing.
Look at she.
He's a mercenary.
Mercenary. Let's just roll, see if you've been lucky. Roll luck for me.
Ooh.
See how the jobs have been.
Let's roll. You got it. Oh.
Jobs have not been kind. You do not have that kind of money right now for the gem.
But the blood, though.
But the blood is like a thing he'll continuously have to gain. Like, he'll have to keep getting that if he wants to do this, which he shouldn't.
The book sale, I think, barely came.
I'm not sure whether that is your institute's money or money, but yes, the book. I believe I said to Shauna earlier was around 5,000. So yes, and this is 3,000. Yes, it would cover, but not your share specifically. If you're breaking it into shares, no, that would be multiple people's share.
If you take that money, Kane will come for you. I know he's a weakling, but he will still come for you.
He will file a complaint.
He will file many complaints.
So many complaints. He will get fired.
The blood is a bit more affordable, surprisingly. It does not last long. There is a surplus. I make a phone call. Yes, you may, of course. There he goes. There's a phone and.
Do not call Duncan!
I'm gonna call Duncan.
God.
Okay. Can you be on voice for this, Avery, so you don't have to type, or are you?
Yeah, I can.
I will not be talking, but he will be.
Okay, great.
Stealing Amy for a moment.
The Reverend Dr. Duncan Francis Merriweather, how may I help you?
So, Duncan, I have found the gem of Nadia Alexandria from her grave being sold by the merchant. He's asking a pretty penny for it. However, I think it would be safer in our hands.
I'll spot you for it, but it will be in my possession after this.
Of course.
Tell him that to put it on Duncan's tab.
I look to the merchant, put it on Duncan's tab.
Good nod. Tell him it is a pleasure always doing business.
It's a pleasure always to do business from him.
Is there anything else
Okay.
of interest?
Do you have
Been quite some time.
plenty of chosen blood? I'm sure the others can fill you in if they want to. As I look around the room,
Fair enough. Be careful, don't buy anything cursed. There was an eye patch in
I look
there.
to Ashana. I looked
I'm
at
kidding, I'm
Esmeralda.
kidding. He doesn't say that. I'm kidding.
I
I'm
looked at
sorry.
Esmeralda.
Italian motherfucker.
I'm kidding. He does not say that.
Esmeralda, do you want Duncan to buy your item?
That like out of I don't. She's not talking to you. She's just looking, contemplating, and thinking.
There's the other half of the death song here.
Tell Duncan this.
Yes.
Snitch.
How much is he selling it for?
5 million.
Oh. Greedy bastard. Ask him how much he's selling for like a single page of it.
How much for a single page?
I know what you're trying to do, Duncan, and no, you buy the full thing or you get nothing at all.
He said no deal.
That's unfortunate. I do not have a million lying around.
Yeah, I really doubted that.
Yes.
I believe that's all.
Try to be safe.
You too, as
Can.
always.
If you can at home, try to, without directly asking, find out where he's meeting with the Luciferians. No doubt try to sell it to them if Esmeralda does not buy.
He hasn't made up her mind yet. We'll get back to you.
Safe. Very well.
Be safe.
He hangs up.
And I give this back to
So-
Ivy.
Thank you.
So, no chosen blood for you? Wish to stay a weak mortal forever?
Hey,
I'm mortal
Hey.
too. I embrace it. I embrace it. You don't get to talk death song. Not from you.
Oh, what? What do you mean? Sorry. Whatever. Okay.
Very well. I shall sell the chosen blood. Others then, more appreciative.
how much for a vial of the chosen blood?
For a vial, or for enough for a transfusion?
Just a vial.
Single vial. I suppose I can part with it for 100.
You said 800?
100.
100.
As I said,
gonna bring
he's less.
It's just a vial. Not going to take that much away. About 6.
6 vials?
No, $60 for a single vial.
Our sales are non-negotiable. I've already lowered them in accordance with the deal with the book. They've all been lowered.
All these have been lowered from the book sale. Ah, I see.
Mm-hmm. Steven's gonna, again, like a father, take out $100, take a vial.
His
he-
shaky
I-
hand.
He takes the money, I don't let it go for a minute. I'm like,
It's okay. It's okay, friend. Hey, look at me, look at me. He like touches your face.
don't touch me. Don't touch me.
He like as you wait, he puts his hand back. He just keeps on moving like that.
You have
Beyond.
you're very touchy. Yeah.
Close to you now. We've gotten closer. Ah,
Esmeralda, this is pretty much just on you. I still
we
want.
finally come to Esmeralda.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to
Yeah.
save the world?
If the Luciferians get this, the world ends. I'm sorry.
No,
They
it's
seem to believe so.
it's complicated, Stephen.
That excuse doesn't work anymore because now everything's fucking complicated.
That
That excuse means nothing at this point.
I don't even know. I don't know the whole story. All I know is I'm apparently going to end the world. If this is connected, I don't.
Forces of evil are rising, and you have the chance to stop it for a measly £5 million.
You are a good salesman. I will give you that.
Thank you.
Here's $1,000,000.
If I make this deal, will you tell them? Or does their confidentiality mean for us as well?
As I said, I am confidential with everyone. I have enough respect in all sects of elements and deities that, and they need something, they come to me. They killed me, they couldn't get it. So no, Wyatt, your secret is safe with me.
Even if they paid you to tell us?
You would have to pay me quite a bit for me to tell. We're talking maybe 10 times the amount, and I happen to know they do not have that.
I'll buy
It's
it.
bad for business. Oh! Wonderful. Simply wonderful. And here are sheets of music. If you need
Thank
any
you.
help, I was taking a look at them myself. Transpose the key to F and then read the notes off. It will relay a message of what you need to say to end the world.
I already know that part, thank you.
Wondrous. Well, I believe that I have dealt with everyone here. Any
That is
last
true.
bits? Anyone
Would-
else? Anyone?
Do you have, it would only be for, I can't not pay it, but do you have any information on, you already know Ashana, on her auntie?
I do need that information. However, on Cyrus' sign, I am afraid. Well, she has paid me for confidentiality. Meriwether came to me first looking for information on her. But she ran that antique shop for many years and made quite a bit of money off of it. Therefore, confidentiality.
Of course.
You've never bought anything from the police, have you?
From the what?
From the police, from the officers. Baradin.
Police?
Yeah.
No, I generally sell to Veridin. Points to the back, and there's a bunch of crossbow bolts, different
Makes
colors.
sense. Makes sense. Oh, different colors, like one's fire, one's ice.
you would get a sense that he does that. He's like, I don't freaking know. I don't shoot the crossbow bolts, but supposedly they do stuff when you shoot them.
I just
You get
have
the sense that this guy fully does not know or care if any of the things work in here or are real or not. Like
He just sells
truly
them.
you just so
Just sells them. Yes,
that's
he does
valid.
not.
That's valid. That's valid.
Mm.
There is something I would like. I wanted to ask.
By all means, you will pay it.
You're saying we were speaking about that coffin earlier.
Yeah.
You were speaking about what it does, in theory, through the legends. You've never stepped in one, have you?
No. Well, I may not believe in all this. I do have a bit of degree of superstition. I mean, who would make all this money if I was not here in the coffin? It would be a hole in the world. I'll allow for it.
Can I roll psychology just to see if he's not? Just to
Mhm.
double check.
I'm warning you right now, you need an extreme success to tell with this guy. This guy's
Great,
squirrely.
great.
We
Yeah,
got
that's
this,
not gonna
buddy.
do
We
anything.
got this,
That's not
buddy.
gonna-
Oh, he doesn't got this. He doesn't
I don't
got
have
this.
that. I don't have that.
Oh,
Really hoping to get great. Okay. Then you wouldn't happen to know why or how your name was etched into one?
I know.
Your name.
No, I was unaware of this. But generally, it is a death sentence for whoever makes it.
Whoever makes it.
Yes, someone most likely makes these coffins and puts the name on them as if it's meant for that person. Someone wants me dead, which is not news to me. Take many precautions.
So it's a death sentence. And there's no way to know who carved it in.
I have traveled all the world for many, many years. A great majority of the things I find, I have no idea who makes them. Just find them. That is the case with the coffin back there. I have no idea.
Well, now you know that somebody apparently wants you dead. Well, someone else.
We'll add them to the list. I thank you for telling me.
Anyone else have anything that we should
Don't
discuss?
have a
with
sticker.
Anne?
And he sticks a sticker on your eye patch.
Why?
Because I have stickers, but
I
no
love
one
it.
ever buys them. And he pulls out like a roll of stickers.
I love it.
This one has
Oh, we all
five
get a
on it, and he-
sticker?
Yes, would you like a sticker? You all bought. You get a sticker if you'd like one.
Oh.
Here, I give them. And he gives, the one he gave, sorry. One he gave Steven looked like it's like blowing wind on it. One that he gives Curtis looks like it is a compass on it. One he gives Lucien has flames on it. The one that he gives Esmeralda has a shadow on it.
Hmm.
And I believe that is everyone, yeah. This has been the most delightful evening. I'm afraid I must take flight now. You can pick up your armaments from my men out there and proceed safely. Do tell Miss Simon waiting in the car that it is very unfortunate that she did not come. I could have had something for her.
She
I
wouldn't
like
have
to meet
taken
other
it.
people who are in similar line of work. I just did the unintentionally and I immediately cringed from it. I was like, no!
I love it. I love it.
It looks like Avery's trying to say something.
Yeah, Park say, yeah, can you reach out for Avery for 1 second?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Love that.
Yeah.
I spent so much money. God damn it!
It is not a drug, good sir. It is the awakening of the power within, the destiny of a man. Yes, if you would like some. You have my number. And he would drop the gem in. I believe Nadia used a knife at one point. I think that's what this went on. Sure though. And have a knife in the grave with her.
Oh, she'll be looking for this. This is going to cause trouble.
Give away your entire family's wealth.
Alright, is it time to go?
Yeah, I'm just finishing it, Lucy.
Oh, sorry.
That's a drug. Sir, a car requires upkeep. It is not a drug. It is a device. Allows you to be subhuman. Think of it that way. Well, arrivederci. And you are all escorted off the plane.
Arrivederci.
Anything with the gem? No, the gem, again, it looks like it has flames constantly going on inside it, but the gem by itself doesn't look like it has anything. So, I don't believe... Esmeralda, are you reading any of the music now, or are you just holding it?
She would be like glancing at it.
Give me a quick sanity.
Oh, great, cool. I can do that.
Oh, you
Oh,
take
nice.
half this.
Oh, I take half of
You
it.
get a
Great.
yeah, you just get a really strong headache.
Ow.
Rounds up. That's 5.
God. 5's better than 9. Just kind of like rubs her eye, like, fuck.
So you are all escorted off the plane and back to the car where Shauna's sitting in there with her headphones in, basically. You pick up all
Tap
your
on the
weapons.
window. Just a little.
Art, are you still there?
Ashana's just staring, like rolls down windows. What happened? Are you guys real? Are you
Yeah.
no
We're
body
not dead.
snatching situation? You guys are for
No.
sure.
Yeah,
We're
Curtis
fine.
got Ladybird back, and he holds up Ladybird the rifle.
I'm not.
I love it.
sorry. That should get
And he didn't brainwash you. You're not gonna like kill me once we get driving. Like it's all
No.
good.
No.
Stop being paranoid.
He didn't try to harm you guys.
No.
No.
You really ask a lot of questions.
What? Am I supposed to trust you guys? No, I don't trust anything. Get in.
See, this is
Get
exactly
it!
why we had issues with Eliza earlier. You need to open up more. Trust
You really
people.
need to.
Stop
I think
taking
it's
out
just
issues
trust
on other people.
Hey, what's me to say? I've got
You
people coming
threatened to
after
quit
me.
this job more times than I think we've actually had, missions to go on.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. This job has quite literally made me lost half my goddamn sanity. I don't know
You're
what
not
you want
the
from
only-
me.
You're not the only one.
I
Let's just
Kinda
get back to
feels
the
like you're a
institute.
bad coworker and not other people you accuse to be bad coworkers.
Whoa.
Ashana gets out of the car. I'm done.
No, Ashana, get back in the
Yes,
car.
My car is home. Fuck off.
It's fine. I can
Shauna!
drive.
No, we need Ashana, get back in the car.
Tell Curtis to apologize.
Curtis has nothing to apologize for. Right.
Okay. Goodbye. I'm gonna call a cab and go. I'm going
No,
to go
no.
to my parents. Have fun.
Okay.
No,
getting
no,
back
no,
off.
no, 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 no. Curtis, please apologize so we can keep Ashana together, please. Please.
Curtis,
He's like
The
looking
window-
around. Does anybody have a phone I could use?
the,
Two
you see
SUV
the
guys are like, no, the airport's closed. You're in the middle
Yeah.
of nowhere.
the window of Curtis's passenger seat in the back opens slowly. You can see he's fumbling with trying to open it. It kind of like stops and starts a little bit, and he's just like, "Hey, Curtis doesn't say things to be mean. Curtis was saying things to try to help, but Curtis understands that he may have triggered things that obviously upset you without him realizing, and he apologizes for that. He crossed some lines he shouldn't have. Please get in car."
Pimp.
Did he just say
Oh, boy.
he?
Yeah,
Curtis just used a pronoun for the first
Yeah.
time?
he's
Oh,
learning.
shit!
I hope everyone in character also like recognizes that too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just like,
honestly.
oh
What?
It's beginning to believe.
What's
Growing
wrong?
up.
Curtis turns around. He's like, What's wrong?"
Nothing. Just so proud.
Oh,
wow. It's you're amazing, Curtis.
oh, thank you.
You're doing great, sweetie.
So was that good? I mean, Curtis can't gauge how good apology
You're
is
doing,
unless
doing
it's the person who curses, he's apologizing to.
Shauna, he said sorry. Get in the fucking car.
Please.
Ashana gets back in the car.
Curtis awkwardly rolls the window back up again. He kind of
You do
struggles
this
with
way.
it the whole. He kind of struggles with it the whole ride home. He's
Roll
like,
me a
"Oh,
drive
man."
check.
Please don't crash.
I may.
Don't
I hold
crash
your
on
guys'
purpose.
life in my hand.
Don't crash on purpose. It'd be bad.
Don't crash on purpose. Oh, thank God.
83.
that.
It's really hard.
Hard to tell.
build, So yeah, you make it back safely. You walk in. It's very, very late. But you do have to return the car. You see Eliza, looks like she's tired. She was just waiting with Ladybird for you guys to get back.
Eliza, you didn't have to wait for us.
Oh, it's alright, I'm fine. I was just waiting to make sure you all were alright. Did it go well?
We
Things
don't.
happen.
Go like
No.
it usually goes?
Yeah,
Is that a better
It went-
description?
We came back with more things than we had before.
Good. That's good. What did you go get?
I'm not showing you what I got.
Okay.
Esmeralda
Meriwether
spent
still
all
here?
of her money. Curtis doesn't know how much money it
Curtis!
was, but it seemed like a lot.
Curtis, you don't need to. Where's Meriwether? Eliza.
I believe he left. I'm the only one here still. He'll be here tomorrow morning, most likely.
We're gonna.
It is for reference. You guys got there at 9. It's like, it's around, and then the drive back, it's like midnight, 1 o'clock right now.
I'll go to sleep.
It's gonna take me so long to actually get back.
Why don't we just come back here in the morning? Thank you for waiting, Eliza. You're so
Well,
kind.
no, Eliza
Christ, it's in
can't. Well,
London.
Eliza isn't gonna go home at these hours by herself.
No,
Oh,
we'll
no.
go with
Walking home.
her.
Well, yes, that's why Curtis had to come back here. That's why she can't go
No,
home by
I was-
herself.
Curtis, you are a lovely man. You are a gentleman.
Alright, well. Have a good night, all of you. And then, Curtis, Ladybird, Eliza being walking. I'm assuming the rest of you go to your homes, and that is where we will call the session.
Curtis will 100% show Eliza the compass, like, on their walk.
She asked if she could see it.
Yeah.
Like, if she could hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when she holds it, it doesn't spin, but it continually just goes, like, different directions.
Oh.
Like, it points to different things, but as she does that, she's like, huh, and then she just checks in her pocket, she's like, oh, that's where that went, and then she hands the compass back to you. Cool. I don't know if that was coincidental,
Oh,
that's cool.
So cool.
Wait, she, like, lost something?
Yeah, she apparently lost something and found it in her pocket. And
Oh, that's cool.
supposedly,
That's pretty interesting.
Oh.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
Oh my god.
Stephen would look at Esmeralda before we go and just be like, I
Don't.
know it's not about your purchase.
Sorry. Yes? How can I help?
How are you doing?
How do you think?
Probably fucking terrible.
You're right.
Valid. Everything's a bit of an odd day.
What about you? Are you alright?
Some things came up. Did Veridan tell you what he found?
Would he have parked?
I thought he... That might be a problem with me and the DM. I thought he told Steven to tell you, but if not, then yes, he would have called you and told you that your mother's coffin was found.
I don't remember if he told me, but if he did, then this could be the moment she finds out.
Yeah, I wouldn't know then. Yeah, you can tell me now. She'd be like, no, I haven't.
Oh, okay. And Curtis and I were scoping out some issues. We found a shack near the premises, and inside that shack was a coffin that he believed belonged to your mother.
I see. So they came back and moved it.
Veridan has it. If you have anything you want to talk to him about in regards to getting it back where it needs to go.
I already saw my mother was still in there. That's all I care about.
Wait. Your mother was...
Yes, I opened it when I saw. I didn't think when I did, but she was still there.
in the grave in a coffin?
So I went to visit her grave, and the coffin was put next to it, dug up. it seemed to be dug up by hands or claws. I don't know. And in my panic, I made sure that everything was fine, so I opened it, and she was still there.
The
Probably not
coffin-
the smartest idea now, but I was panicked.
The coffin is still there,
It was when I reported it.
but it got stolen later.
When I
Did
reported
not
it,
get the coffin that she reported did not get stolen.
no, it was there still.
Then there is another coffin with the name Bouchard on it. That's not your mother. The name was scratched out. The first name was scratched out.
I don't know any of my other family that was buried. My father and my brothers are MIA. Don't believe we
No.
buried anything like that.
No. Now I'm more concerned with. I'm more concerned about what Mr. I gotta pull up the document again. What's his fucking name? Mr. V, the merchant, told me. If the coffin is less of someone that get buried and more of a death sentence where you carve someone's name into it and then they were to hopefully die. It's possible someone put your name on it.
But you said the first name was scratched out. So there's
Yeah.
no.
There was no telling. It was just Bouchard. However, if you're saying you're the only other Bouchard, unless this coffin was old, talk to Veritas. He should have possession of it. In fact, I should talk to him as well.
I might accompany you.
That would be a good idea. And Steve is going to go back to his house. Now, bro.
You would hear before you leave, Stephen. You would just hear Esmeralda go, "Death must be following me now."
And with that, we are going to now end recording the session. Really good catch, Hobby. That was good.